Hello and welcome to Introduction to Statistics. I'm Simon Freak, the subject coordinator and lecturer. This subject aims to show you how to collect and analyze data and how to draw valid conclusions from that data. This presentation will cover the learning outcomes, the weekly lectures and activities, what topics will be covered each week, and how you will be assessed. The final couple of slides refer to the two key computing resources we will be using this semester, Wiley+ and StatKey. What are the learning outcomes for Intro to Stats? Understanding data and using it to draw valid conclusions is a fundamental modern competency. These skills will not only be relevant for your university career, but also enable your participation as a critically thinking member of our society. Accordingly, the 5 learning outcomes shown here are aligned to acquiring these statistical skills. The subject learning outcomes are also listed on the subject outline posted on UTS Online. How will this subject be delivered? In a typical week, you will have 2 90-minute collaborative seminars. The content for the whole week is spread across these 2 sessions. There is 1 2-hour computer lab, which also serves as a tutorial, and a Wiley+ online exercise. There will be an opportunity to do some practice questions as well as the assessment questions for Wiley+. You will get the most out of this course and avoid getting overwhelmed if you meet the expectation that before attending each of the sessions, you either read the relevant sections of the textbook or review and prepare the lab notes as provided each week in UTS Online. Relate to each week's topics, and you will see that in week 1, it's only seminars and the labs will start in week 2. Next to each topic is a bracketed number, which is the relevant section in the textbook, which you're expected to read before coming to seminars. Starting from week 2, you will have online exercises in Wiley+ available at 9 a.m. on Monday each week. In week 4, there will be a critiquing task to be conducted during the lab, and in week 6 there will be a presentation task, which will be conducted in the lab. There's a study vacation week in the middle of the term, when there will be no seminar and no lab. The second critiquing task will be conducted in week 8, and the second presentation task will be conducted in week 10. Details about these tasks will be provided closer to the dates. How do I demonstrate what I have learnt in this subject? There are 4 assessment items in this subject. There are the 9 weekly exercises with Wiley+ that in total are worth 20%. There are 2 critiquing tasks. The first is worth 5% and the second is worth 10%. There are 2 presentation tasks. The first is worth 5% and the second is worth 10%. At the end of the course is a 2-hour restricted open book examination that is worth the remaining 50%. It is necessary to achieve at least 40% in the final exam to pass this subject. There are 2 resources that we'll be using extensively in this course. One is Wiley+ and the other is StatKey. In UTS Online there is a how-to guide to assist you in getting particularly Wiley+ set up, but you also will benefit from using this to help get StatKey set up. Please arrange to have these set up before we commence lectures in week 1. You do not need to have the textbook to have access to the online exercises in Wiley+. Regarding Wiley+, you will receive an email from Wiley+ with your username and password shortly before term. This slide shows the typical screenshots of the home pages for both Wiley+ and StatKey. And this slide is a picture of the front cover of the textbook we'll be using in this course, Statistics: Unlocking the Power of Data by Lock, and Lock. The recommended textbook is available from the Co-op bookshop, or you can buy it direct from Wiley. There is a document in UTS Online that gives you some guidance regarding the textbook, and you may want to consider buying it with the Wiley Plus additional features for additional learning opportunities from Wiley. If you have any questions about this course, then please feel free to email me, simon.freak@uts.edu.au, or give me a call, and the information regarding the contact numbers for the tutors will be available shortly and will be posted on UTS Online. Thank you very much. I do hope you enjoy this course, and I'll see you during the semester.